All right, let's talk about Josh Allen, who, I have been saying for weeks that I was kind of like, I think I'm still on the Lamar train for MVP. I think I probably have to flip that take now after his performance against the Rams. He was amazing. This whole offensive unit, though, was amazing. They lost, and that's an issue and something we can talk about. But let's talk about the positives now and how well Josh Allen in particular played. I mean, he was great. And like this play is just a perfect example of things that he can do that few, if any, else can do. Obviously, there's a guy in Kansas City who's pretty good at this stuff too, but let's talk about it. So first, zone coverage. The route we're going to start off talking about is one where a player starts off blocking and then tries to get into a gap in coverage. It's a wide receiver. Watch. Josh Allen runs a play action, rolls out towards the bottom of the screen. Right here, it's Mac Hollins who is he open? I mean, it's tough, right? You don't really want to make this throw, especially one, if you do make it, it's probably only gaining a couple of yards. So what does Allen do? Again, this is just the Josh Allen way of football. Watch him just hold on to the ball eventually because there's the threat of him running. Then you're able to throw it to Hollins. Hollins picks up a first down right there. I mean, that's what you talk about when you say playmaking, right? It's not always just rushing. It's not always making these unbelievably athletic throws, although this had both of those aspects to it. It's finding extra yards that are available, turning a risky play into a low-risk play that's worth way more yards. That's the value that Allen brings to the table. Now, we're going to give Josh Allen a lot of credit in this video, but let's give some other guys some credit, especially the offensive play calling here. This is a great play concept, I think. So the way it works is you see how they're setting up as though they're going to be running a screen pass towards the top of the screen, but that's actually not what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. It's going to be a screen pass to the running back towards the bottom of the screen. Okay, that's a fun play. Ty Johnson will be the running back getting the ball right here. So already pretty good stuff, right? You can hopefully get Rams players to go more towards the top of the screen, and then the ball goes towards the bottom of the screen. But they also have a tight end who's going to ultimately block the closest unblocked player to the Rams if this play works out, which I think is just interesting. So he starts off as though he's pretending as though he's going to be blocking a screen pass towards the top of the screen, but ultimately will be blocking the screen pass towards the bottom of the screen. So when Allen takes the snap, he's going to flip the ball to Ty Johnson, and you see, I mean, this is just really well blocked by the Bills. But you look up towards the top of the screen, well, tight end couldn't really get over there, which is understandable, right? I mean, that's a long way to go. Rams player, kind of the one guy who read this pretty well, gets over there. Except then Ty Johnson just runs by him because it was blocked so well, he could just run straight through. He gets a touchdown on that play. So, okay, that helps. When you can scheme up a 41-yard touchdown pass, that's always going to be a good thing. That's what they were able to do in this game on this play. So, really good stuff there. And I want to go here as well because it wasn't a perfect day. It was a really good day. There was some issues. What happened? Well, I mean, I think quite frankly, Allen had a high volume of plays. Like he did miss some passes. His completion percentage wasn't great in this game, 22 for 37. So like there were some misses in here. Not that completion percentage matters too much. Just using it as an example of not all plays were hitting. This one, for example, Khalil Shakir going to sort of start off as though he's going towards the offense's right, but then go back over the middle. Allen takes the snap. He's scans the field. Has to navigate pressure, but throwing a bit off balance just because that's kind of how he was shifting. But there is a window. Quite frankly, this is one you expect Josh Allen to hit on a 3rd down and 7, and here he just doesn't quite hit it. Again, it is what it is, right? He was so good in this game. I'm not holding it against him. Just saying that, like, there were a few plays that they weren't able to hit early on, and when the other offense was essentially perfect, like, they kind of needed to hit these plays. It's unfair to blame him, but that's just how the game went. However, now let's go back to the positives because there are so many. One thing that you have to bring up is just they were down so much in this game, down 17 points, essentially needed touchdowns every possession, and were just able to hit on so many of these plays. I said they weren't perfect, but in the second half, they basically were. I mean, this play, it's a 3rd down and 9. You have Amari Cooper's route. Allen takes the snap. He looks in Cooper's direction right here. And again, is this open? I mean, there's not a lot of separation, but it's Amari Cooper. Let's put the ball up. Hopefully the defensive player can't really play the ball. Cooper can, and he can make the grab. And as you see, it's just a perfect throw, gets just over the defensive back, and Cooper is able to make the grab. I mean, that's kind of what they need, right? They need Cooper to be able to win these one-on-one matchups, and he's done it so far this season, which is great to see. He's essentially played that Diggs role. I'm not saying he is as good as Diggs, but like, He's doing a lot of the same stuff, and he just like how Diggs was the reason you couldn't play man coverage, in previous years. Now Cooper's kind of the guy you can't do it this year. Later on in that same drive, this situation would happen, which is it's crazy that this didn't just like ice the game, because you have 20 minutes left, you're down 17 points, and like the way the Rams are scoring, you give them the ball back, you're probably going to be down 24 points. But it's a 2nd and 25. I mean, what can you really do? The Rams are essentially saying, you know what, we'll give you 7 yards if you want it. We're just not going to give you more than that. Allen takes the snap. He's going to, look down the field, says, I don't really want 7 yards right here. Let me try and, run outside. The issue is, again, the Rams aren't stupid. They're playing this well. They're saying, okay, if you run with the football, like, we're going to be ready for that because we know what you want to do. But Allen makes that defensive lineman miss, gets to this point where he makes another player miss, and then is able to, get a good amount of yards here. It turns it into a 3rd down and convertible. It's now a 3rd down and 8 when it was a play that seemingly was just going to, if they didn't gain yards, you'd almost have to just run a screen pass and play field position. You probably don't do that with Allen, but still, it's what you maybe would consider. Then on to 3rd down and 8, so now they're at the 49-yard line of their own territory. You have Khalil Shakir running just a quick slant route over the middle against man coverage. Allen's going to take the snap, and because the safety is covering Shakir, you see right now there was so much space. Honestly, not great defense by the Rams, able to hit Shakir. Good job by Allen, though, to take advantage, read the play, and get the ball in Shakir's hands. And then this is where Khalil Shakir comes through. Both these Rams players, you're assuming he's about to get tackled, but instead he ends up running by both of them. Interestingly, 24 for the Rams keeps up with him, still trying to get back into the play. There's another defensive back who's read the play, is trying to come over and make the play. But once again, Shakir splits the defense, gets into the end zone for a touchdown, and now game on, right? Now you have a chance to try and score. The Rams would score a touchdown to answer, then the Bills would score a touchdown. The Bills found themselves in this situation where it's a 3rd down and 10. We're, just ending the 3rd quarter right here. You're down 17. Once again, man coverage. They're not going to let you throw it and get an open guy right here. But Allen is a threat in more ways than just his passing. Watch as Allen takes the snap, looks up, doesn't love what he sees, but is going to get, through the pocket, essentially. A Rams player who was in coverage here now just reads that Allen is trying to rush for the 1st down, but again, he's just a difficult guy to tackle. Watch him get around the linebacker. He's going to pick up the 1st down on that play and even get some extra yards and got called for a horse collar tackle. He was selling for it. It probably shouldn't have been called. There was a little bit of contact, but not enough to warrant the flag. But hey, got the call as well, so able to add some more stuff there. They're going to protect the quarterback. It is what it is. And then he just made some great throws down the stretch. Again, this one later on in that drive, this is actually one of the next plays. Here, I believe it might actually be the next play. It's zone coverage that the Rams are in, cover 3 zone. What the Bills are going to do is first that route right there, just trying to clear. That's just a setup route, as then the real route they want to throw to is that one with just a single safety deep. Hopefully this could get open. And watch how, when Allen takes the snap, he looks over and it's Shakir's route, making the throw down the field. There's a window right here, but man, is it closing in a hurry, right? The safety's coming over, trying to make a play, but Allen's throw just beats him to it, right? A great catch by Shakir to hold on and make the grab, but man, what a throw from Allen. He was able to make several of these. Like this one, another one. It's now a 10-point game with 9 minutes left. You have a one-on-one matchup. It's Mac Hollins here, single safety deep. And again, watch as Allen takes the snap, looks in Hollins' direction, and just makes a perfect throw. I mean, again, it's great stuff. So, unfortunately for him, the defense definitely let him down. I think some of the clock management stuff by the Bills let him down in this game. Puts up 42 points, becomes the first player ever with 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns in the same game. So he's doing it all for the Bills. Unfortunately, wasn't enough in this game, but still an unbelievable performance. So definitely deserves credit for that. That's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.